the second tool abnormality. Yeah, let's call it that. It's certainly different. I'll say that much. Well, until I get to that part, anyway. I knew what needed to be done. I ordered my agents to their positions so that they could do what needed to be done. Got a number of specific work to work on. Not too difficult, considering that'll be done enough over the course of the day. Yeah. I recognize that much. As for the second tool abnormality, let's just say that one's a little different. That can wait. Right now, I'm getting to the bit where my team's had a Crimson Dawn ordeal to deal with. That one was more annoying than threatening. Still, it wasn't something to take lightly. For a start, well, I'll get to that. Once I get to part when it was almost time to send someone to work with the punishing bird to flush it out. Okay, I'll get to that now. I made sure that everyone else was in the main room. So that they can be sent to where the ordeal will appear. Then it was time to flush it out. Or rather, flush them out. As they seldom appear solo. There's usually at least two. It was time. The Crimson Dawn ordeal. which was called Cheers for the Stars, which took the form of demonic-looking clowns for some reason. Yeah. They make no sense to anyone. Although I noticed that Rami was not in a position to fight one of them. Now, at this point, they were surrounded, and one of them was foolish enough to stick around the old belief and promise. Then I realized what this ordeal does. It drains the PE boxes. An ordeal which was quickly dealt with. But at least none of the agents I sent to destroy them were killed themselves. Yeah. If they were dead, I would have been notified. And it seemed that there was only one ordeal per day. So it was safe to have a cycle of works done, including the more recent one, the second tool abnormality. So it was time to send someone to work on it. Yeah, I did say that. Now we get to why it's a little different. Like all belief and promise, it does not generate P boxes or energy. It has a more utility effects. There was still a case of timing the Shy Look Today abnormality. As for World Cheers and Furry Festival, not so much. Shy Look Today. How annoying. And yeah, I still hadn't worked on this more recent abnormality yet. Although at this point I was making sure that my lower leveled agents worked on their prudence and temperance respectively. because one was a little lacking in the other. And now we get to the part when I tell you how this more recent abnormality is different. And not because it plays music. It's because the agent can be left there for as long as possible, and unlocking all the info, it requires time. The more cumulative time you leave them in there, the more is discovered. I decided not to leave them in too long. For one good reason. I wasn't sure how it would affect whoever put in there. Although I'd find out a little about that as well. It was at this point that the mission for today was completed. energy quota had to be met. But I wasn't done yet. I wanted to train up my agents. Because I wanted them to be as strong as they could be. Because there's always something worse. Yeah. I knew that from day one. And I was proven right when the ordeals started showing up. I'd be a fool to believe that there wasn't something worse than ordeals. Yeah, sorry, got distracted. Yeah, I'm getting to the part when I found out what this abnormality was called, and what the dangers of using it are. Yeah, that was found out this day as well. We then learned that this abnormality was called Pharesia. Yeah, nice name for a cursed music box. Apparently it heals the mind as the agent listened to it. Nice thing to have. If there's a need for healing the mind quickly, without using the well cheers. Also, if they didn't have enough physical durability to withstand the assault of whatever those things were on either side of the well cheers vending machine. Yeah, at this point it was mostly the routine stuff. Gathering energy, gathering P boxes for later. Developing the agents in various different ways. Well, I can be thankful for what I call Benny Hill time. Yeah, I call it that because, well, it made the flow of time move faster. Saves having to wait for them to do what they need to, or get to where they need to go. It was true then, it's true now. Although, yeah, too soon to speak of that. Yeah, and we're getting to the next bit of info on Theresia. I looked it up after dealing with another Webhoff meltdown. Yeah, quite a few containment units that needed dealing with. Thankfully I had a lot to deal with it. And I wasn't just talking about the agents strategically placed. Strategically placed when, or rather where, yeah, that sounded better. They were needed. Oh no. I tried not to have an agent work on Shy Look today in the wrong position. Observation level 2. Now that revealed something interesting. You want to know what that was? Well, let's just say that Theresia has some adverse effects on the agent that spends too long in there. Yeah, that's basically how it works. Spend longer than 20 seconds, and there's a huge risk that the agent will panic. And panic is the last thing I want an agent to do. Because I knew that if an agent panics, the punishing bird would probably break out and go after the panic's agent, most likely pecking them to death. Then again, it might not peck that agent to death, although it wasn't something that I was willing to put to the test. No, that wasn't all. Never is. I'll get to that part. It was at the maximum Quevhoff level. But I didn't want to end until all the info on the abnormality was unlocked. Yeah, sometimes I need to have replacement weapons made to replace those lost by old belief and purpose, or whatever it's called. Although I found another way of getting around that, keeping the same agents. I had to resort to the riot stick in there, and It reverts the equivalent of meltdown just as easily. So only one weapon. Yeah. I found out that it was a gift from a... Sorry, can we... Apparently, a professor played that song to make the students feel sleepy. Yeah, there's still more to go on. Yeah, that's next. After that was found out, it was back to the routine until more was discovered. And there was less than a minute of study time to find that out. Well, that's what I discovered. Once that was discovered by the agent I sent in there. Yeah. Listening to this is good for the mental health of the listener, but too much of it can make them lose grip on reality and drive them insane. In that case, I knew then, from that point onwards, like with all belief and promise, it should not be used unless there's a risk of a quick-off meltdown. With all the info gained, I decided that this day's work was done. And once all agents were accounted for, and their injuries healed, well, that's when the day was ended. Forward promoted. I'd say that was a good day. I was thinking at the time, I also thought, let's see if we can keep this up. We'd need to. We'd need to pretty badly. It was then I saw the facility in a different light. Even Angela was different. At that point I knew things were not as they appeared. Apparently there was a system error with something that shouldn't be having that. It was then I found out about some technology developed during the war. One that yeah, it's that one. Something to protect the mental health of the one that's using it. Apparently, it was with me to protect my sanity. It's called a perception filter. Which turns the world as it truly is into something cute. I don't know which is worse than that. I was thinking, can you switch it off, please? I prefer to see the world as it truly is. Was this job that bad, I thought? It was then I found out what happened. Why Yesod looked concerned. And it looked like this was unrelated to the one that Mount Koof took care of. And I knew the kind of place we were working in as well. What he regretted was he got too close. Weakness that his subordinates exploited. It's one reason why fraternization was discouraged. Yesod blamed himself for his weakness, although he learned from his mistake. And he talked about body bags as if it was filing a document. And he said that not having friends is probably for the best. Because it means that weakness is minimized. Although deaths I would not call meaningless. Although it's still best to avoid them. He thought he was too rational. Cold-blooded, calculating, and devoid of emotions. That was why he was called Viper. And rather than just being the one keeping track of the information team, as in Tree of Knowledge, the Snake. Whoever built this place is a cruel person, well, that's one way of putting it. Sorry. Where were we? Oh yeah. Then he wished he was an AI without emotion. Because that way he believed that he'd make less mistakes. He didn't think that it'd just make him consider employees more expendable. Not that it stopped him questioning why anyone would give AI emotion. I didn't know the answer. And another easy mission. Completing a work without a poor result. Since the research proposal of being able to visualize the damage done against those being attacked was the only one there, I decided might as well do that. As for the law points, Well, there wasn't a lot I wanted to do with that one. Although, temperance with Amelia, she could do with a little of that. Although with one love point, wasn't a lot I could do with that, and I didn't want to use that on anyone just yet. So after that, I decided to sort through the equipment, the gear, or whatever you want to call it. I did that. There wasn't really that much left to do other than start day 10. Yeah, only one agent needs a replacement gun. I thought, as I checked the... Yeah, Amelia needed a fresh gun. One that dealt... Yeah, one that dealt black damage. After that, day 10... officially started. Yeah, day 10 is not gonna have a whole lot happening. No new abnormalities. As for the ordeal, well, that can wait until after the break is over.